Okay, you all, I am live. We're gonna make this a quick live stream because I think I just got a text message. Oh, okay, just saying I'm live. Wow, what a game, right? I'm gonna turn it so you all can kind of watch with me. 68, 66. I tell you, this cash and crypto, it's battling, right? We got the Bucks up. Actually, what, five now? I think that was a three, right? Up five. Look like it's going to be up three. Look like this is going down to the wire. So I'm going to allow you all to kind of look in and listen as I live stream and give you all a quick message. We're going to learn. We're going to learn and be educated simultaneously, all at the same time. So you all come in, hit that like button, hit share. I do not have the volume up because I don't want to get like a copyright claim or anything. So that's why the volume is not up. But come in. I want to share this with you all real quick about silver. You know how I feel about the NBA game tonight. That this would definitely, in my opinion, pretty much be a predictor of the economy. And let me say this: even if the Bucks win tonight, I still have a strong belief that, and you all hit the thumbs up, come in, say hello, hit like, and hit share. That's how I would do now. Come in, let me know where you from, drop your city and or state. But I still believe that crypto will reign. Crypto will reign going into 2022, right? Whatever the outcome of this game, but this is a battle. I think this is a subliminal message of what will happen between crypto and cash. And so I wanted also to share this information with you all. Let me make sure my volume is down. Right, don't want you to miss out if you're a sports fan yourself. But I wanted to share this information or this YouTube video of Rick Harrison of Pawn Stars, the Pawn Stars, the famous Pawn Stars, Rick Harrison's, the famous Pawn Star shop in Las Vegas, and discuss about the silver shortage. So you all know that I also teach you all about crypto, and I teach about physical gold and silver as well, right? As a hedge against hyperinflation. So the economy is definitely headed to a hyperinflation. A hyperinflation is high unemployment, right? High unemployment and high pricing, high cost of living. So we have 69 and 71 third quarter. So it's a commercial break. So you all come on in, right, while this commercial break is on, and let's talk. I'm going to go ahead and share this video while we are in commercial break so you all can focus and listen on that. And again, come in, drop your city and our state, and say hello. So let's listen in. This is on Kitco News. Kitco News. Rick Harris and Pawn Stars talks about the silver shortage, right? Silver shortage.
Hello, you're watching Kitco News. I'm Michelle McCory, and I am honored to welcome reality TV star Rick Harrison. He's an entrepreneur, the owner of America's favorite pawn shop, the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop in Las Vegas, as featured in the History Channel series Pawn Stars, and a man who loves precious metals.
There's a reason my shop is called Gold and Silver. It's my two favorite things to buy.
It's a big chunk of gold. You got approximately $24,000 worth of gold here.
Wow. When you've been a pawnbroker as long as I have, you know real gold when you see it. Once you account for inflation, an ounce of gold buys you basically the same thing today as it did back then. The value really hasn't changed, just our money's got worth a lot less. That's why they've been using gold as money for 6,000 years.
I got these bars, and this thing alone is almost 75 pounds.
Oh, that's cool. And all paper money was a promise to pay you real money.
Right.
Silver is the best conductor of electricity there is. I'll go 111,000 even. I'll go up $99.
I've been collecting.
So you see the 111. I want you to put that in the comment, whether you are watching this live or on the replay. You've been following me for any amount of time. You know that 111 is a significant spiritual number for me and our followers, centered around the scripture, basically, starting with one of the scriptures, Deuteronomy 1:11, that the Lord, our God, will increase you 1,000 times more. So that's where my main scripture, 111, or the foundation scripture, is derived from. Thank you so much, Philip, for making a mind message connection. And Kings and Queens Empowerment, real quick, while we're having a commercial break, education. I love that name, right? So 111, whether you are watching this live or you may catch the replay, put that in the comment. Price of silver. This is the offer on this video. So let me finish playing it, right?
Silver, son, for the past 30 years. Silver and gold is a hedge against hyperinflation.
That is the deal.
That is the deal indeed. Rick, great to have you with us on Kitco.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, Rick, you're well known as being a proponent of gold and silver, and your late father had many pearls of wisdom, and he would certainly advocate for holding gold and silver as a hedge against hyperinflation, as we saw in the clips there. Now, Rick, many of the top economists, investors are raising red flags over inflation, but the Fed is insisting that it is transitory, that it'll wane. Yet you have the likes of Mohamed Al-Arian coming out expressing concerns that the Fed may be wrong. But yet we're still not really seeing this in the gold price. What do you make of that gold hasn't been moving on these concerns?
I think eventually will. I mean, it's, there's a million other investments out there nowadays. And you have people buying into the stock market, buying into Bitcoin and everything else like that. But eventually they'll all turn back to gold and silver. I really, truly believe that. We can't, the government's more or less gone insane with spending, and that is something that will catch up with us. It's happened so many times during history, and generally, right around 50 years, as long as a currency lasts before it starts falling apart, where there's nothing backing it. Just literally the price of just about everything is going through the roof. Commodities across the board. I'm getting an addition to my house. The price of lumber is quadrupled. The price of wire in my house has gone up. They're telling me that they can't get a new air conditioner. I see an inflationary spiral, especially when the government's incentivizing, literally not paying people not to work, which, like Biden even said the other day, is he wants to increase wages. It's basic economics. If you doubled the amount of money everybody made, everything in 6 months would cost twice as much. And we have a lot of people in the government that just don't understand that.
Rick, there is indeed concern that the helicopter money, the overstimulation from fiscal and monetary policies, is going to damage the economy. Larry Summers, for one, calling it the least responsible economic policies in 40 years. So given that, where do you see gold and silver prices going? What is your year-end outlook?
I think gold will probably go over $2,000 by the end of the year, and silver over 30. It's, like I said, it's not really the price of gold; it's the decline in the value of the dollar. Here recently, the dollar index was below 90, and somehow or the other got pumped up. But it's just, when you have $3.5 trillion in income, and you have the government trying to spend $7 or $8 trillion, inflation is going to come. There's no way to stop it. Modern monetary theory is just ridiculous. It really is. And I think I've advocated this for years. I'm not saying put everything you have into it. It's an amazing insurance policy. You have people out there saying that, and I think Bitcoin is going to go somewhere, and I think NFTs are going to go somewhere. Exactly where, I have no idea.
So he definitely said he thinks Bitcoin is going to go somewhere. NFTs is going to go somewhere. He has no idea. Predicting as Milwaukee Bucks are up 77, the Bucks, the dollar. It's up right now in the third quarter with a minute and 17 left. We got Phoenix, the Suns, XRP, crypto representation. That's down, right? Four. So will the dollar prevail? Um, at least for 2021, it may. It really may. But this is definitely, right? This is definitely going to end, and it's going to end badly. I discussed earlier about a fourth stimulus, right? The fourth stimulus coming, that will cause inflation. I do think there will be another fourth and final stimulus. Rick predicted that gold will be over $2,000 an ounce, silver over $30 an ounce by the end of the year. I am in agreement with that, but I do believe silver will outperform gold, right? And again, these are insurance policies. It's a hedge against your inflation. Now, it's insurance for the rich and wealthy, but for the working middle class, right, it is an investment. Now, it could be a great precious metal, gold and silver, a great investment to pass down for your children, creating generational wealth. But oftentimes, oh my God, this is a game, isn't it? 77 for the XRP crypto community, 77 for those pulling for cash who did not invest in crypto, 77 and 75. Looks like the end of the third. Milwaukee has the ball. I feel like a commentator right now. Uh, and so let's see what happened. Again, I don't have the volume up. 24 seconds left because I don't want to get copyrighted for sharing it. But yeah, this is a great, great game. And I'm looking at this very symbolic of cash versus crypto. Again, the buck, the dollar, versus the Phoenix, also known as XRP, and crypto in general. So crypto is actually in the red today. So maybe the Bucks will win, right? Definitely in the red today. Let's look at the numbers. We have Bitcoin that's at 29,822. It's at 29,000. Has not been at that price under 30K in some weeks. So it's taking that dip of under 30K. Ethereum is at 1,700. So crypto, because of this new health issues and with the new strands, right, that are coming out, the stock market is also in the red as well. And cryptocurrency usually moves along with the S&P 500. So even Dogecoin is at 17 cents, right? We have BNB, at its highest peak, reached as high as $500 this year. It's at 269. Polkadot, the 111, I see, and Polkadot is $11.15. So whenever I see 111, I usually invest more into that. So I might get some more DOT just because of that. You had XEM, Neem, still at 12 cents. So everything for people that's new or newbies is pretty much at a very good buy right now, right? In the crypto world at a very good buy. So the next thing that I want to share with you all, and let me check the score. Let's see what's going on because I was looking at the other screen. We got 76. Whoa, tie game. You all know what 777 means, right? Right? You all know what that means, don't you? It means the end of a thing, right? In Genesis, on the seventh day. See, God had created everything in 6 days, right? Everything was created in 6 days. And so on the seventh day, it meant the end of a thing and it meant to rest. So 777 means to rest and reset. It means a reset. So that is wow, powerful numbers and signals that are showing through the NBA games, because you all know I talk about and I teach about Shemitah, which will happen on the 7th of September. And Shemitah, what happens during Shemitah is the economy begins to take a more of a downtrend. And so we end in the third quarter, right? Ended the third quarter with 77 and 77, 777 code, right? 777 code. And so people, I tell anyone, it is the prepared people. You need to be prepared for this. You need to plan and prepare for this economic reset that is coming. Again, I speak about Shemitah. Shemitah is every 7 years we go through a recession. So beginning in 2001, for example, we had 9/11. Thank you, kings and queens. Says reset. We had 9/11 to happen. And then in 2008, you had the housing market crash. In 2015, you had the 777 code. The Dow Jones crashed 777 points. And now you have 2021. And as Rick Harris said on the interview with Pawn Stars, right, that I shared with you all earlier, he talked about, or he mentioned, that the dollar, no currency or fiat currency or cash system lasts forever, and that we are approaching 50 years of the dollar becoming debt. In 1971, President Nixon removed the dollar from the convertibility, or being able to convert it to gold. Therefore, the dollar became just paper debt. Just like credit cards is plastic debt, that's what the dollar became. And so with the dollar not being backed by physical, tangible money, such as gold and silver, we began to have an infinite supply, unlimited supply of what could be printed, right? And so more money or paper is all about supply and demand that is circulated throughout the economy, throughout the world, right? The less that is worth. The more you have the availability of something, the less it is worth. And so the dollar this year alone has lost 7 times its value, its purchasing power, right? And so 1971, August 15th, President Nixon made that, or signed that into law. And August 15th of this year, 2021, will mark the 50th year, right? The 50th year. And so what this means, you all know I love to talk about cryptocurrency in relation to biblical principles and astrology, numerology, Shemitah, and as the game is back on, you see the 777, gematria, right? All of that, 777. That's a code, right? That's a code. So 777 definitely is going to be a reset. Now, for some people who are prepared, this is going to be the greatest financial transfer that this generation, greatest financial transfer of wealth that this generation has ever experienced. And for those persons that's not prepared, this is definitely going to be mirroring the greatest depression that this generation has ever experienced, right? The greatest depression that this generation has ever experienced. And so the 50th year anniversary is approaching. And the thing about Shemitah, right, as the Bucks go up 2 points, the thing about Shemitah is that, let me see one thing. Trying to just change that or just take it off altogether, the theme, so you all can see. But the thing about Shemitah, it is 7 year of resetting of the currency system, and that is that this year, right, beginning September the 7th, will be the 9th reset. We have already went through 8. This will be the 9th reset, right? 9 is the highest spiritual number that there is. When it gets to 10, right, Zero is not a number in numerology, and so it starts back at 1. So this will mark the 50th. See, every other Jubilee, Leviticus 25 in the Bible talks about the year of Jubilee. Every other reset or 7-year recession up to this one does not mark, as the dollar go up, the 50th year reign. And so this will mirror the 50th Jubilee, biblically, 50th Jubilee, in which this is a game. I'm telling you, the dollar, the cash, and crypto is fighting. 81, 82 people. Chris Paul just scored, right? 81, 82. So what this does is it's like the 50th Jubilee in the Bible. And the 50th Jubilee is when all debts are eradicated or erased, the 50th year Jubilee. And so with that being said, people, there will be a lot of people that during this currency system reset, that they will be debt free, right? They will become debt free when the currency system switches over to everything crypto. It's the book, the dollar just scored. But they will own nothing. They will own nothing. They will be on a universal basic income, right? A very limited income. And a lot of jobs and businesses are closing down to never return. So you have the upper middle class that makes over 6 figures, right? That's being really, really hurt in this recession because they are losing small businesses that they own, right? They are losing any type of rental property. They're losing businesses that they had for years because at this point, they can't find workers. And so when the government pay people more to stay at home, right, they know exactly what they're doing, but it's wiping out the small business man. And so you have big institutions like BlackRock that's coming in and buying up real estate and residential houses, right, as we're at a commercial break. And if we have a game 7, again, you know that number 7 means the end of a thing. Doesn't mean completion. It doesn't mean perfection. It means the end and rest and reset. And so that game 7 will be big. Other news, China is pumping money out of the United States with Bitcoin. That's no surprise. All of these countries are getting out of the dollar, right? All of these countries are getting out of the dollar, dumping the US dollar. As some people say, cash is becoming more trash, right? Cash is becoming more trash. So China is out. United States and China trade war is in its 4th year. You all watch my other video today. I broke down the number 4 for you all as well, what the number 4 means, and numerology. And so you have former U.S. President Donald Trump saw different results from what he initially expected. America has taken a hit from higher tariffs and sanctions against Chinese company that hasn't benefited nearly to the same extent. So it cost the country up to 245, listen people, 245,000 jobs, right? 245,000 jobs. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce calculated that the situation put exports of each state at risk. For example, the damage to Florida exports have already reached 1.9 trillion. Now, let me stop sharing this screen real quick. You know that China, they're saying that the condos in China, they're comparing it to the 9/11 of the Twin Towers. And they're mirroring that of the Twin Towers. And so now you hit China's economy, the Twin Towers hit New York. So now, you hit Florida's economic system, because a lot of people were leaving the bigger cities like New York and California and fleeing to Florida, right? So now you, with the condos collapsing, now you put a bigger burden on Florida's economic system. And remember, Florida was one of the states that you can go to, right, and be maskless, get on the beach, get some sunshine, get that vitamin D to build your immunity, be on the beaches for your health, right, for earthing, for people that do earthing, and you can keep yourself in good health in any states or most states that have a beach uh, environment for you, or that has beaches as recreations. And so now China is being hit. Right. Thank you so much. Aaron says, I am wise. And so they're doing this thing with China, and they're comparing again, or they compare the condo collapse, the the Twin Towers, to the Twin Towers of 9/11. So the United States have injected billions of dollars in Chinese economy, according to this article, without suspecting it. The reason why is the majority of Bitcoin, which is exchanged mainly for US dollars worldwide, is mined in China. So I'm pretty sure that you all know this, that China hosts 65% of all of the mining farms for Bitcoin, right? And so Bitcoin is mined every day. The total revenue is about 31 million. So let's look at the miners' revenue in the past 12 months in US dollars for mining, and you're going to see that China, yes, you need to prepare, definitely prepare, plan, prepare. Definitely need to do that, right? As the score is now, and I'm going to put my iPad back up. Again, XRP to Phoenix, backed by support with cryptocurrency. You got Phoenix Suns down 82, 84. Looks like this game is going down to the wire versus the Bucks. The Buck is also a name reference to a dollar, right? So the miners' revenue in the last 12 months, right, for Bitcoin, you can see China well exceeds any other country, including the United States and Russia. But the United States is in second, right? So we have 82 to 84 of this game, right? And so now China is dumping more of US dollars for Bitcoin. And China is in a better position. Wow. So Phoenix is down 4 now, right? So China is in a better position to stand alone independently than the United States, because we're at the point where we're not producing anything. We're not producing anything. I don't know how it is in your city or state, but where I've been driving around and seeing is that car lots, new cars are practically empty. They are on their last leg. About a third of vehicles are left, right? There's nothing. It's nothing pretty much left to purchase but groceries, and that's it. Very even limited on clothing. So this next article, as I think the Bucks is up, or there's a foul there. Wow, Giannis have which is number 34, also number 7. He has 39 points already. So the Bucks is up 86 to 84. 86 to 84. So as he hit that free throw, they're up 3 now. Bitcoin predictions is 13,000 Bitcoin. Now, if the Bucks go on to win, right, I will say that for the remaining of this year, you're still going to have child tax credit. The dollar is still going to have the world reserve currency status. But in 2022, people are going to start seeing those changes. So this article is predicting that 13K Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is falling at a historic timeline. The 50-week simple moving average, I talked about 50 year jubilee. So those numbers are again offer incredible support for Bitcoin for the long-term bullish, but the bears took it during the June 19th sellout. So a lot of big institutions sold it as we have 84, 88 scored a game. 88 is new beginnings. The number 8 is new beginnings as well, right? The number 4 represents the 4 corners of the world. 4 represents completeness as well, and the 4 corners of the world are global. So we have 84, 88 on that Miss Frito, right? So Bitcoin prices broke below a long-standing support level, instrumental in the strong bullish after March 20. So, maybe a 50-week bear market, maybe. But, if Bitcoin goes to $12,000, $13,000, I would not want that. But again, if that price point, honestly, I myself personal would just invest more, because I know moving forward that this is definitely the future of where the economy is headed, right? Where the economy is headed. So I'm not sure what's going on with the Bucks. It's 7 minutes left in the game. I just want to share you all this information, right? We, as Aaron says, prepare. People, this economy will not improve, right? After all of the free money is gone, after the child tax credit ends in December. In September, I think 25 more states will see their federal unemployment ending, or 26 more states will see federal unemployment ending in September. That money will be gone to no return. Child tax credit will only help those persons maybe with 2 to 3 children survive. Again, you're seeing a lot of jobs and people are not returning to jobs. So this would be a great setup to bring in artificial intelligence and technology, which is what the government wanted anyway, for jobs to replace people, right? This is why the upgrade of the Wi-Fi came about and the increase of the radiation that was released as a result of that. Jobs replacing people. And now you're going to see silver not only used for monetary purposes, right, but also industrial use. It's going to be used for conductors as well. It's going to be used for 5G Wi-Fi, right? The bulk is up 6 points. 5G Wi-Fi, RFID chips. You're absolutely right, Donnie. Phone batteries, catalytic converters. JP Morgan, for example, in 2011, that's where my another concept of 1-1 comes from. Purchased over 350 million ounces of silver. That's 38% of the world's population, people. 8 plus 3 is 11. 350 million. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 represents new beginning. 38% of the world's population. 1-1 means a transition. It's a transitional, right? It's in the beginning. It's a transition in the beginning, just like Genesis 1:1 of a new creation. Because maybe you all don't know, but Genesis 1:1, that was a restructuring of the world, of a previous world that was done away with. So there was a world before the Adam and Eve, or Atom, came along. I hope you all know that, right? You had giants and dinosaurs and all types of things in a whole other world before that. So that was a beginning for that world, and that's what 1 represents, beginning and reset. So you have 86 to 92 again. I believe that the NBA and sports send subliminal messages about what's going forward. Again, the dollar will not crash this year. It will not happen in 2021. Still have some free money to get out. We still, the 4th stimulus still have to come into play, as you see, 88 to 92. The 4th stimulus still, I believe, in September will come. But when 4 comes, when that 4th stimulus comes, people, that represents completion, right? That's going to represent a completion of a thing. And then again, 7 represents the end. 1 means transition into newness. And 8 also represents the new beginning that will happen, right? Because after the 7 days, you had the 8th day. And so 8 was the completeness of everything that 7 ended, right? The work of. So you're going to see this, and we're going to see who wins. Again, this is like a cash versus crypto battle. I don't know if they called it an offensive foul or defensive foul. I didn't cut the volume up. Looked like it was offensive fouls. The fans go crazy because I didn't want to get a copyright. But this is exactly what this is sending, right? This is exactly what this is sending. But whatever way it goes, if the Bucks do go on to win the championship, the dollar will still have its reign for 2021. But as Donnie said, a new world order is definitely coming. A new world order is definitely coming. Artificial intelligence, robots replacing the jobs of people, right? Also, the federal government with Jerome Powell, they asked him in the last meeting, I think it was last week, what would happen to those persons over the age of 55 because their jobs are the most likely at risk of not returning. And that's a concern going into 2022, going into the new economy, the new world order as well for persons over 55 and older concerning the future of their job. So the government will have a universal basic income into play through the new digitalized currency, or AKA the Fed coin. That basic income probably would be about $2,000 a month. But you're going to have inflation and price increasing on so many new things. And the whole concept of what the World Economic Forum stated, that people will own nothing, but they will be happy. In a sense, they will be temporarily happy because, again, 50 represents Jubilee, which means free of debts, and a wiped at a clean slate. When the currency system resets, that old monetary debt will be wiped away. And so people will feel like happy days are here again. $2,000 basic income. Jobs have technology and robots and artificial intelligence. And, I can just stay at home and earn this free money. But again, the government will own pretty much of the land, much of the real estate, any asset. Also, people on universal basic income more than likely will not be able to purchase assets like gold and silver. You will be highly surveillance, I guess, or highly watched, or you'll be under surveillance of what you can and cannot purchase. Your limitations of travel may be limited, right? Because you don't have like Bitcoin in your possession in order to travel outside of the United States and those borders, because Bitcoin will be a global dominated currency that will be accepted globally and recognized globally, pretty much like the dollar is now. So Bitcoin will continue to be an appreciating asset that gives and provides you power. Now, Ethereum and Ethereum will increase more than Bitcoin percentage wise, but Bitcoin will always have the power as far as freedom and financial independence is concerned. And it will continue to have gains as well. And so, Ethereum can outperform Bitcoin percentage wise at $10,000, and Bitcoin can still reach 100K, but the percentages would be from people that got in under 2K would be a much higher percentage than if you got in at Bitcoin at 20 or 25 or 30K. So that's all that means. But Bitcoin will be the power coin. Now, XRP definitely will be used by central bank for global trade. I do have some concern about people being able to protect specifically their XRP and Bitcoin. Um, However, XRP will appreciate as well, um, will be very valuable. However, if you have a cryptocurrency like XRP in your possession that's of global government use, be careful and make sure that you are protecting it, right? Um, and just have it, and hopefully that you can hold on to it for generational wealth and appreciation. So I'm signing out. I'm gonna look at the score one more time before I do that. 94 to 90, 444, 4 minutes left exactly. So I'm going to watch remaining of the game. Looks like the Bucks may win, may take this thing in 6, right? 6 is the number of man anyway. 6 is the number of man. The 6th day, everything was in completion, and Adam was and male and female created he them were the last things to be created on the 6th day, right? And so 6 is the number of man. 6 is the number of completion. 7 is the number of ending and resting and resetting. See, when God rested, that's just like saying reset. When you rest, see, the root word is rest. You see, reset is right in that word. All you do is add an E. When you get rest, what do you say you need? You need to reset, refresh, replenish. That's all 7 means. A lot of people say 7 means completion and perfection. That's not what that means, right? That's not what that means. That means rest and reset, replenish, rest. Donnie says game 7 is coming. Donnie, I don't know. Phoenix, he just missed the easy right at the rim basket. It's 90 to 96. Now, I'm going to be honest. I did. Now it's 98. I really did predict and believe Phoenix will win to show a symbolism that the dollar is dying and XRP and crypto is on the rise through the Phoenix. However, there's still plenty of time left. It's 3 minutes left. But right now, the Bucks have the momentum. That 3-pointer was just missed by Phoenix. They got the rebound, though. Again, I feel like a commentator. Let's see what happens on this possession. Okay, it's a 6-point game. But 6, right, 92, 98, 3 minutes left. 6 is really the number of completion. And on the 6th day in the creation of man, right, melanin is 666. You have protons, electrons, and neutrons, which represents life, 666. That must be at minimal 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. And on the 6th day, God said this is very, he just didn't say good, he said this is very good, right? So 6 is the number of man, and this is what's going on. The cash created by man is battling to keep that spot. So we will see. And I'm not looking at this as I'm a Bucks fan or Phoenix fan, or I'm a sports fan. I do coach basketball, but I'm looking at this for an economy prediction. This is probably the most important NBA championship series that more people know. But you got a lot of people sleep. A lot of people are betting just money on this game. And this is a money game for them, but they don't understand this is a bigger predictor than winning some cash dollars that's going to depreciate in value anyway, right? This is bigger than what most people know, see, or can think. So I'm glad for my woke people. This is why I come and I do my live streams to educate and inform. I'm signing out right now, but remember to always magnify your mind, multiply your money, manifest with your mouth, and maximize your mission. Queen out. You all have a great, great night, and let's see what the last 3 minutes bring. Will it be cash? Will it be crypto? We'll see. The Phoenix versus the Buck.